My name's Irene Middleton, and I've stayed at InTown Suites on and off for 12 years, and I have a story that I want to tell you. One day, my husband got a great deal on a big box of chicken because he's a butcher. And so I brought the chicken home and didn't have a way of getting it up to my room. So Stuart, the manager there, was kind enough to take the luggage cart, unload the box out of my van, take it up to my room, and put it up on the counter for me. And since it was more chicken than we could use, he knew two other families in the building that could use some food because I had children. So we were able to help me by getting the chicken up in a wheelchair. And he was able to help two other families. And then he even took the cart back downstairs for me so I didn't have to, being in a wheelchair. And so this is just a little small gesture that InTown Suites has done that's made a really big difference in our life. And we really love InTown Suites.
My name is Ashley Butler, and my family and I stayed at the InTown Suites here in Norcross, Georgia. And on May 31st, we encountered a very serious situation that involved my son. He had his first seizure. It was definitely something that caught us by surprise because we did not know the symptoms or anything. It started off as, something as him just looking like he was just being sick or something was wrong with him. So we didn't really take it too much to heart. Me and my husband left, went to the store, and as we were at the store, my mom called to let us know that his seizure had started. So we rushed back home. We'll rush back to the hotel. Once we got here, we saw the ambulance and the fire trucks and all them. And as we were running to the room, we saw Miss Phoebe, who is the general manager here, as well as Miss Kelly, the housekeeper, running to the room as well. And when we got there, it was just manic chaos. Ambulance, people were all over the place. Firefighters were all over the place. And we were trying to figure out what was going on, what was wrong with him. And in that chaos, they gave as much comfort as they possibly could. And without that, I think me and my husband both would probably be maniacs just dealing with that because it was a lot to take in. They even offered, Miss Phoebe offered to print out 3 different directions to get to the hospital because she didn't know which one they were taking us to. She assured us that the ambulance, they were doing their best, and that we had nothing to worry about. Well, while we still were, going crazy because it was definitely a crazy situation, she made it comfortable. Miss Kelly made it comfortable. They helped my mom get dressed. I mean, it even got down to that point. And after we came back from the hospital and everything was fine, she checked on him day after day until we moved out of InTown Suites. And I mean, she just did things that you would think nobody would do or nobody has to do, especially if they're not family or you don't know them. And I think that her and Miss Kelly, the housekeeper, definitely went beyond the call of duty of everything they did. They were very courteous. They were like 2 other mothers, basically, in my eyes at that moment. And even still to this day, when I see Miss Phoebe, she checks up on him and she still asks about him. And you don't get that. That's rare these days. So I definitely want to thank both of those ladies for everything they did and everything they can continue to do with everyone here. Thank you so much. You definitely impacted our lives.
I'm Erica Wyatt, and I stayed at InTown Suites. InTown Suites, what can I say? I was new to Georgia, and I stayed at a location with InTown Suites on multiple occasions. And I definitely want to say I love the fact that this one particular worker, I think she was a manager, she welcomed me and my family in, and like I didn't know anyone in Georgia. The fact that she just, she would let me talk to her. I came to Georgia depressed. I'm not gonna even
beat around bushes. Like I was really depressed. And then when I checked into InTown Suites, she became a friend. She became a mentor. I would leave my room sometimes just to talk to her. And she literally listened to me. And the thing about that is most people, they just want to make a sale. But the fact that she extended her time to me was really amazing. So, you know, and I didn't want to leave. Like my kids were like, "Mom, can we stay?" And I'm like, "I wish we could." It was crazy. I actually would get up in the morning times, me and my son, and walk around like the streets near InTown Suites. We would like circle the parking lot just to kind of get exercise. It was that comfortable. I was comfortable with the location. It was safe, and I'll do it again. Like, seriously, like in a heartbeat. And if I ever lost my home, I'm going to InTown Suites. Y'all better know that. But I just want to say thank you, InTown Suites, for just being there for me, the workers, the InTown Suites itself. I'll always stay with InTown Suites. I don't even think I'll stay with nobody else. InTown Suites, yeah. Thank you for a nice gesture.
Hello, my name is Michael Hathcock, and I'd like to tell you about some of the great experiences I've had at InTown Suites over the past year and a half. I've been lucky to have stayed at one of the two of the actual Atlanta locations. One of them up in the northeastern part of Atlanta is where I called home for about 6 months, and had a great general manager, Phoebe Richardson, who took care of the property and took care of me. Phoebe was a great person to manage the property that I ended up living in for 6 months, because she always seemed to be looking after my best interest. She helped me when I had an emergency occur during my stay there. She actually helped me take advantage of a feature of InTown Suites, which is Stow and Go. And Stow and Go allows the storage of all your possessions to be kept in your room and left just as you left it, and you come back and you can get in your room at a time that you arranged. I do have my own place now, but for any reason, if I should be traveling or ever need to go back to an extended stay type of environment, I wouldn't hesitate in a split moment to consider InTown Suites as being my #1 destination.
And I want to share a story with you about an experience I had with InTown Suites. There's a homeless man that stays outside my daughter's dance studio, and I had befriended him. The winter months were coming up, and as a present, I wanted to give him a week's stay at InTown Suites. I was able to do that through kindness and friendship, but not that, the whole community pitched in, and he was able to stay there for 4 to 5 months. The general manager on their site was so friendly. He never judged him. He treated him with kindness and respect. And on his very last day, he was actually sad to see him go, shook his hand, allowed him to stay a little bit longer past the raindrops, and wished him well. Thanks for making a difference in his life. It meant the world to me.